Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hot Pass Podcast. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
My name's Trevor Carpenter, and I have Wyatt and Gavin here with me. First voice you heard was Wyatt. Second was Gavin.
This one's Gavin.
Actually, the first one was Trevor because he was the intro.
Nice, dude. Yeah. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. We're going to be talking about a little bit about welding, a little bit about business, a little bit about ourselves, and everyone enjoy. All right, so you guys excited?
Oh yeah,
Beyond excited.
Yeah, we're actually doing it. We're doing the podcast
dude.
thing.
I've for real been waiting for this like since the first inclination of an idea.
I think we've really dragged it on for a little bit now, but we're all good to go now.
Yeah, some of us had to do some research about it a little bit.
Yeah, dude. Trevor, I just wish you did anything, bro.
I know.
Yeah, I know. You should have. You know what I mean.
Are you excited so that your dad's proud of you? Just like everything
I think my
you
dad
do?
might actually accept me now. It's
about
gonna be
time.
awesome.
My dad actually wants to be a guest on the podcast. So.
Well, if he doesn't lie about bass fishing, then he can't.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I'm still so mad. I'm still so mad.
Have you confronted him about that?
No, I haven't confronted him yet, but I've been thinking about it.
Next-
Gavin's very hurt about it.
No, dude. Next time I'm at your house, I'm confronting your dad about that. That's so messed up to just out of no other fact. He just goes, "Hey, what's the biggest bass you've caught?" And I was like, "Oh, it's like 6 pounds, nothing crazy." And then he just immediately, just fluently, just goes, "Yeah, I caught like a 10.2 pounder in Florida."
Yeah,
And I just, dude, it came out the tongue so nice. I just believed it.
Well, he just wants you to know that he's better than you. You know,
But he's not because he lied.
Well,
I'd say you guys are on the same plane there.
yeah.
Although I will tell you, your fishing stories tend to all be true.
Exactly. I do back it up. I take you guys out fishing, and I do.
It's true.
I do.
I gotta be honest. You did shoot us out of the water last time we went fishing.
Although
Yeah.
I gotta air this out, you were on the front of the boat as we were going on the shore,
That's
and you
true. You had
cast
the
in
upper
every
hand.
part of the water before us.
Yeah, you had the upper.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. No, I'm not even gonna deny that. But that's also the perk of just owning the boat.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's the perk of having the
That's
debt.
why I never
Well,
said
you
anything, because
also-
I was like, this is not my $19,000 boat. I don't.
The bank
have-
still owns the boat.
Yeah. Did
True.
Did you hear my joke right before that?
No, I
Or
didn't.
did that kind of go right over your head?
It did indeed go over my head.
Well, that
I
makes
didn't
sense.
even hear it.
What are you, like 5'8"?
Maybe.
Okay,
5'7",
let's
honestly.
let's chill. Let's chill with the height things.
No. But I totally agree with that. Like it's definitely easy from up there. And yes, I'm just the one carrying the burden of the debt, so I get to be on the front.
The burden you chose.
Yeah.
Freely.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
okay, cool.
I
Just
literally
clearing
don't
that up.
regret it a single bit. Like that, I would do it 10 times over.
That's a big loan.
That's a huge loan.
Big
Hey, but
All
I
right.
got that thing on a crazy deal, bro. I got it
Anyways.
for less than half off.
I can't wait for everyone who listens to realize how hard it is to get Gavin to stop talking.
Yeah, that's a never-ending cycle.
Nice.
Excuse you.
All right,
That
so
was not me.
I guess the first thing we want to do is kind of introduce what our podcast is going to be about. We are 3 students of the North Idaho College welding program, and that's the career path we've chosen as of right now. So we're going to be talking a lot about our different experiences in welding and what we've learned and different tips we've been given and things that we want to learn more about. And so we're going to be talking a lot about that. We're also all small business owners trying to make it out there, growing our businesses, doing mobile fabrication, regular in the shop fabrication, all that sort of stuff. So there goes a motorcycle. That's going to get picked up real nice.
100%.
Yeah.
It's
And
just part of
then
the show.
we also just kind of want to talk about each of our hobbies every now and again, because we assume the demographic of this podcast is those that are a lot alike to us. So we just want to talk about stuff like fishing for Gavin. Wyatt is a big duck hunter, right?
Yep, big time.
Yeah, he's got
How many do
pretty
you
cool.
shoot, though?
Not many, but yep. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
All right, cool. You do have a pretty sweet couple ducks mounted.
Yeah, I actually have 3 ducks mounted right now, 2 golden eyes and 1 widgeon.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
All
Those-
double banded, by the way.
From last season, right?
No. So
Yeah, so Wyatt just lied.
Yeah. So we don't.
I don't even know what that
we don't
means,
have the
but
video.
he gave me the old head shake.
yeah, they're not double banded. I'm not that cool, but I kind of forgot what I was actually gonna say.
Nice dude.
Yeah, we don't have the video up for this one, but if we did have the video up, you'd see that immediately after he said that, dude just shakes his head. Like
Yeah.
he couldn't lie for a second.
I like to make myself sound a little bit cooler than I actually am.
We
Yeah,
all do.
me-
We all
Same,
do.
except
Yeah,
for my height.
compensation, you know.
What?
Yeah, believe it or not, Trevor's actually dangling his legs right now.
Shut
Twitching
up. No, I'm
around.
not. We're releasing a clip now.
We had to we actually had to shorten the chair legs so his feet
Oh
could
my
touch the
God.
ground. So we bought this chair earlier today. And I had to
Honestly-
come home and grab my sawzall and take like 6 inches off the chair so he could get into it.
Honestly, this side table's a little too tall. But that's also a function of the height of the chair, which does leave me quite a bit of room to touch the ground flat-footed. Thank you very much. Anyways, what was I even talking about?
We were talking about our welding.
Oh, yeah,
business
just-
profiles and whatnot.
Yeah, so for anyone listening, that's what the pod's going to be about in general. Could be any number of things, but mostly as time goes on, we're going to stick to welding and business and stuff like that. And then we wanted to kind of go around and introduce ourselves. So, Gavin, you want to get started? I can see you itching to say just anything.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say something, but it's not an introduction. Like,
Is
we're
it-
definitely
is it
gonna
a
do
slur?
it. No,
Okay,
no,
good.
It's not. No, I'm not gonna say anything wild. I'm
Sweet.
just saying the fact that you guys will know as you watch the show more, and probably a lot of people that are watching this know me and know that I talk an insane amount. So I'm gonna leave you guys to do your introductions first, because it's not gonna be a good idea if I do it first, because you guys are gonna just not talk for 20 minutes.
Yeah, as you can see, the last 30 minutes are probably going to be Gavin talking about himself.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about is that the whole last of the podcast is going to be you talking. So I think you should go first.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think you should probably pack
So-
your things and head out.
So where'd you grow up?
All right. Well, see, I was born in Nampa, Idaho. Lived in Boise, Idaho my entire life. Just grew up down there doing things, doing little kid things,
Yeah.
breaking bones.
Little kid knee things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, whoa. Easy, buddy.
Yeah. Kevin's got 1.5 kidneys.
Hey, dude, I was telling Wyatt today, it could be 2. There's a chance it regrew, but they don't want to scan me again because cancer, whatever that means.
Because MRIs, dude, they gave you cancer.
Yeah, BS. Cancer's a government ploy.
Are you guys
don't-
not agreeing?
I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy.
Okay, whatever. Stop. Stop it.
Okay, my bad.
Anyways, yeah. So Gavin's had his hardships in
Yeah,
terms of
yeah,
health.
I definitely had my hardships and gone through a lot of stuff. I personally, I got into welding not really until my like junior year, actually senior year.
Yeah,
is
me
when
too.
I took my first welding class, and so I unlike, I mean, like I think these guys have kind of been dabbling with it for a while, and I personally grew. I guess no, they're shaking their heads. They
Yeah,
didn't, but,
definitely not.
so I guess we're pretty similar in that way. But I grew up in a construction family, and so we've always done construction. Just it's like whatever business it is, whether it's just doing hardware, whether it's doing like curbing, fencing, stuff like that. And then now my folks run a construction company, and so that's just kind of the path that I've taken. And then senior year, I decided to get into it, just kind of more for like a business aspect, because for our construction company, we were paying an outrageous amount for a welder to come out and do our stuff. So my parents put the idea out that it's like, oh, if you're liking welding, like we should definitely look into maybe you doing welding so you can build our shit and stuff like that. So I ended up coming up to welding. So I got into it in high school, like did some tournaments, won a scholarship, and then came up here to North Idaho because, as you'll hear, one of my big hobbies is fishing, and there's insanely good fishing up here. So if I was able to spend 2 years somewhere, it was going to be up here in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, there's a lot of records up here now, isn't there?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
State
And
records.
yeah, dude, it's insane. That's the whole like I love the school here, but I toured it and everything, and I was just like, whatever, the school's all right. Now I know it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But I really came up here just for the fishing, and then I ran into these guys, and rest is history, I guess. That was a really condensed version. I could talk way longer about it, but
Yeah.
Oh, we know, buddy.
I'm glad you exercise some self-restraint, so we're growing.
yeah, no. We're definitely making leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah, that was quite the bound, I would say. That was very concise.
Yeah.
All right, so Wyatt, where did you grow up?
So I grew up somewhere south of here. I'm not gonna. That's gonna remain disclosed. But
Come on, just say it.
I'm not gonna say it. But I also
California.
dude, come
I
on,
forgot.
now. But I've been living up here for about 9 years now.
That's plenty to be
Yeah,
like
plenty.
given
Yeah.
a
Plenty.
pass.
You came up here
If
before
it-
all the
if it
bad
was
ones
like-
started coming.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I mean, you're
Like,
still a bad one, but you were like probably one of the first.
Yeah, I'd like to consider myself somewhat of a.
You guys
baddie.
kind of started the trend the 8 years ago. Well, like
Yeah, you guys were pioneers of
my parents-
everyone that we hate.
when my
Yeah.
parents moved here back in like, let's see, they moved to Post Falls in like 97, I think, and that's, I think, from what they've said, is kind of when Coeur d'Alene, Idaho kind of started picking up.
Now it's California, Idaho.
I wanted to disclose we don't hate all Californians up here. They bring a
don't.
lot of business because they got a lot of money, and we're business owners, and we do a lot of projects for them. We
And
love
we
the
like
Californians.
money.
We just
Thank you, Wyatt.
there's just a lot of
Clearing that
stereotypes
up.
up here, so you're gonna hear a lot of jokes.
Oh yeah, it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
We're not the people who try and run the California
Oh.
plates off the road.
Yeah, no.
I've had a couple neighbors experience that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could honestly care less, given that I am one. But
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
don't
mean,
have too
yeah.
much of an input on this.
no, I don't.
Good point.
All
Well,
right.
anyways, you
Back to me.
moved here 8
Moved
years
here
ago.
about 9 years ago. I first became interested in welding probably around my senior year of high school. I didn't go to like any advanced tech schools to go learn how to weld and whatnot. I just had a really good shop teacher, and he was a very good welder, so I kind of took after him a little bit, and I started a little business out of the school. Actually, I made quite a few bucks out of that. I was welding like scoreboards. I was putting the post in for scoreboards and stuff like that, welding those up. Tables for the school, chairs for the school, all that kind of stuff. Made a pretty penny. It was pretty decent. And then, just like Gavin, I found out about NIC's welding program. So I hopped in on that pretty quick because, I was very interested. And it's like the only thing that actually kept me satisfied with what I was doing. But, I went and worked at a fab shop, learned a lot, learned what I needed to change about myself. Don't go in places thinking you're something that you're not. You get humbled real quick in situations like that. But given that, I've definitely gained some good experience, some good bad experiences, just like anyone else has. And I just love it. I love welding. I love fabricating. I'm still learning, but I have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
moving on to Trevor now.
You're a damn good welder now. At least.
Popcorn Trevor.
Do I get the talking ball?
Yeah, do you guys not do the popcorn thing
Sweet.
in elementary school?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the thing you have to pass around. You can only talk. I've joked that you have to have one of those so you can't talk over people.
Oh yeah, because I'll talk over everyone.
Yeah.
I hope you guys know. Like this is that. They damn near have to put me in a straight jacket to get me not to like
A
talk
straight
in the-
jacket restrains
Yeah,
your
it's
arms.
very
Do
rare
you mean
that I
a
actually
muzzle?
get to slip in some words in between Gavin and Trevor arguing, or just Gavin talking in general.
We're not arguing. We're debating.
We strongly debate quite often. Wyatt just maintains his neutral ground. Like
Yeah,
a
I happen to
champ.
be the middleman of every single one of these situations. So
Yeah.
well, and
he
the
doesn't,
reason-
he doesn't agree with a single word with either of us ever,
I just like to remain a neutral vessel, man. I just like it like that.
and you are quite good at it.
And the reason behind that like I guess we haven't really disclosed on here yet, but all of us being business owners, me and Trevor are actually business partners in a business, and a little shameless plug. It's called Crown Point Customs, and we do just a lot of all fabrication needs. We are going to be really focusing on getting specifically some fly rod tubes made.
Just prototypes
Yeah. We're doing some prototypes for those.
for different things that we
Yeah.
would like to corner the market on.
Yeah. Well, I'm not giving the whole thing away, buddy.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying the next product, I'll give a little slip just for the people who do want to listen to the podcast on the next product that's going to be getting pushed for us, and that is an aluminum fly rod tube.
They're gonna be pretty dope.
They're going to be pretty dope. We're not gonna tease anything else because obviously we don't just want to air everything out right now.
Yeah.
But that is the
Need some patents and stuff.
yeah, definitely. So that's the extent of it. We'll definitely keep you guys updated on when it's available and stuff like that. But it's gonna be coming your way before Christmas.
Yeah, and anyone in the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho area, Post Falls, Rathdrum, anywhere, can hit us up. We have crownpointcustoms.com, which is our website. We've got custom fabrication designs on there that we catted up for things that can be customized. We do all sorts of mobile fabrication. And yeah, if you want to email us about anything, contact@crownpointcustoms.com. And Wyatt, you got a plug for your business?
I don't have a plug yet. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not making a website or starting anything like that is a good idea yet. Business is a little slow, but in the meantime, these guys do fantastic work, and if needed, I can always plug my phone number in somehow,
Yeah, true. Don't want to get doxxed, though.
Yeah.
Do not want to get doxxed. That would suck.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. But yeah, that's just a little backstory on it. That's kind of why me and Trevor, I wouldn't say argue, because we definitely, it's very, very inclined to debate. We're very positive, or what's persistent about our thoughts and our views. But the thing is neither of them are ever actually right. It's funny because we're so
I'd say
certain.
I'm right about 98%.
And
of the
come
time.
on.
This is
bro.
why I
Don't
remain
even-
a neutral vessel the whole time, because they're both wrong. But I just got to go with it sometimes.
Well, we got to debate for a little bit, and then we find the actual right answer somewhere in
The
between.
neutral ground.
Mostly lean towards my side.
I don't really know if that's true. Actually, I think
Oh, damn.
most of the time it actually leans towards Trevor.
Dude, I thought you remained neutral.
Wyatt stirred the pot for the
I'm-
first
I'm-
time
dude,
ever.
I'm changing.
Let's
I'm
go.
changing it up, man. But I do have to be honest.
He just keeps going back and forth and gaslights us into
Today-
thinking we're right more often.
Today we did have I myself had a very neutral conversation with these guys about starting this podcast up, and I'd like to put in there that they both had very valid things to put in there.
And Gavin's pointing at himself.
But Gavin's pointing at himself because he's very cocky and he has a big ego.
Correct.
That's all you have to say for once.
Correct. Yeah, I'm just saying. At least today. I'll give it to you. In all honesty, I do get kind of erratic about ideas. I get an idea and I'm like, boom, and I don't think about it a lot. Trevor analyzes things really well, so they do tend to lean more towards his side. But still,
I won't get a big head, don't worry.
we do meet a middle ground.
I will admit, the things that you say and argue with me about do make me think about other sides of
Yeah,
things.
but
and
you do-
It's very helpful.
Yeah, you analyze more than I do, so they do lean to your side.
So
typically.
here's how it goes. Trevor's methodical. Gavin has a heavy head. He just wants to go. He wants to go as soon as possible.
I don't know if I've ever heard the term heavy head used before.
He's
Do you
got a
mean
lot.
like a lead foot in terms of
Ideas.
aspirations?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm.
Yeah, I guess
saying.
I'm ultra driven when it comes to and I won't analyze.
You're very passionate.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you just go for it.
Yeah,
which is
very
awesome.
passionate. Very
And
passionate.
the balance that we need for a partnership.
Yeah,
Like I was telling these guys last night, it's nice having a partner that I am comfortable arguing with out loud very violently because
Yeah, I
it's
honestly,
helpful.
I don't think there's a better duo for a business besides these guys. These guys have what it takes to be a duo.
Yeah, I think we're doing well. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take a little time to introduce myself.
Oh yeah, I forgot you haven't done that yet.
No,
Yeah,
no worries.
no one cares about this guy.
Yeah. So I've actually grown up my whole life in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I'm not one of them kids that are moving here from other places. I don't really care, but yeah, I've lived out a little bit outside of town. I won't say where. Still live there. and living with my parents.
Sorry, but I've got such an urge to dox your address right now. I'm not
I-
going to. I'm not
honestly,
going to.
I'm on the same page.
Dude, I'm not going to. But you making an effort to not say it made me really want to dox you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same way that you aired out why it's from California.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
I'm
majorly
glad, I'm glad
uncalled
you're
for.
exercising restraint for this one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is they can't show up at his house in Cali. They can show up at your house if I
Oh yeah,
I
should-
dox you.
I should probably invest in some sort of
Self-harming?
no.
Oh, not that one.
What am
Like
I?
a VPN or
Self-protection.
something? What are you talking about? A VPN?
No, self-protection.
Oh, like a pistol.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
We also really like guns around here, so
Hey, also, were you messing with my pistol when you're driving the 4Runner?
Yeah, I always mess with it.
I was wondering because I was looking at it and I was like, because it's a double single, so you can press the lever down to deactivate it, and it's a full double pull.
Yeah.
I was looking at it today and I go, huh.
I didn't touch any buttons.
I never,
touch
I
any
never
buttons.
leave this thing cocked. It's always in double action, not single, and it was in single.
I didn't do that. I only just hold it and like to feel powerful.
you gotta give the little man some power sometimes. you know?
I feel too small driving your big lifted 4Runner, so I have to just hold it while I drive. Just kidding. I do not do that.
You hold it up. Do you hold it out the window and point it at people?
Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah, I bet you would.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm from Idaho originally. I grew up in the woods. We lived out of town. My parents weren't super well off, so I didn't get like driven into town very often to hang out with friends. So I just built tree houses, built bridges, kind of developed an interest in just kind of building and stuff like that from early life. And then throughout my teenage years, I worked odd jobs. I had a little construction gig with a guy from my church for a little while, built a pole barn for my neighbor, and then worked a couple other jobs that don't really matter. And then I got my fabrication job at Costa Fabrication, where I currently work. And so my welding journey first began kind of like Gavin's. My girlfriend was going to the Technical Education Center that is out in Rathdrum near Coeur d'Alene that supports all the high schools in the area. And she was doing the CNA program, and I was trying to flirt with her. So I decided I want to do one of the programs there. And I first was looking at the automotive program because I like cars a lot. And so... What?
Trevor loves cars, man. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm agreeing with that.
Just
I'm
because
doesn't
my
mean he
grandma didn't sell me my
I'm-
4Runner
no,
for
no,
cheap.
Hey.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah, cool. No, I'm just saying it makes sense.
What does?
It makes
What
sense.
are
you're into
you
cars.
going on, dude?
That
makes
I'm into
no-
cars? Why?
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yeah, I
with
don't
this.
know if it's
lowered
kosher.
cars,
I
yeah.
don't know if it's kosher for me to be saying that, but he does happen to be of Mexican descent.
I do. A little bit.
But
in
he's a
me.
very cute one.
Why is that a butt? But he's cute. Thanks.
sorry.
Butt. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop right there.
Anyways, I was looking in the automotive program, but they didn't have a very cohesive 1-year program, and I was going into my senior year. And so also the automotive program wasn't super in-depth. They basically learned how to be lube technicians, and that was the extent of it. And I basically trained how to do that at my job at the time. So I thought, hey, welding is something that could be involved in like fabricating exhausts and intercoolers, stuff like that I'd like to get into. Turns out what they teach us is nothing really that I could use for
Nothing considered a car.
All
the car
structural
stuff.
and pipe.
But I did end up finding a love in welding, and I
Oh, I thought he was
learned
going
to
to say I
enjoy
was
it.
his love.
Yes.
I thought that he
I
found
actually
me.
thought he was
Yeah.
gonna say I was.
I
his
fell
love.
in love with Gavin.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be like, yeah, then I found my love, Gavin Brown.
No.
Not me.
No, I found a love for
Ouch.
welding, so I finished up at K-Tech, which was the school I went to, and then my teacher, who was also a current mentor, got me a job at Costa Fabrication, where I have been growing my skills while I also attend the NIC welding program. Yeah, that's basically it. So what do you guys say is your basic plan for the future? Where do you want to take your interest and career in welding?
Well, I've got a path that I'm seeing now, and it's always great to have a plan, like a kind of like a 5-year goal. But the thing is I'm also really of the mindset that, like, just because I am such kind of a fast-paced person, I kind of just like to play off of what's happening.
Yeah,
So it's tough for me to have that plan. But like, if I had to just put together a rough plan, which it changes weekly because new things happen. But like, my rough plan is really to take this back to Boise, Idaho, and where there's a lot more clientele and
a lot of growth.
Yeah, a lot of growth to happen too, and a lot of great connections for us. And I want to do, like I was saying earlier, a lot of the fabrication for construction companies, handrails, like fixed fabrication stuff that's not necessarily like support beams, but tables, handrails, stuff like that, because we do have those connections down there, and a lot of them. But one of the main things I want to focus on down there, and eventually where I want to take my company, end all be all, I want to be able to take my company, our company, I don't want to exclude you out, Trevor.
Oh yeah, no.
Our company, I want to take it far with products. Like, it's awesome to sell service, but really I want to dip into that market of selling products, hence the rod tubes, and then our later projects that we are planning.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're trying not to offend any of our audience by saying you don't necessarily want to be welding yourself the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But
I don't think any of us do.
Yeah, I'd say my end goal as well is to own a company, but I personally don't understand how, like, all the old timers can still love it, but I still want to love it, so I don't want to do it forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to be able to own a company but just kind of do my own hobby fabrication, stuff like that. And I think that's kind of what you're getting at as well.
That's pretty much what I'm getting. It's like, I want to be able to run a welding company, like you're saying, like, in that's the whole idea of trying to put all that stuff together. Is I want to be able to run it. I mean, I do love it. Trust me, I love being out here. Like, we're sitting in front. The video is obviously not connected with this one yet. It will be soon. Don't worry. But you'd see, like, I've got a table here that me and Trevor built. Some benches that I'm doing for my father and my stepmother, and Trevor and Heather. By the way, you're gonna hear about them on the show. But yeah, we're doing those benches to match a table that I made for him. So me and Trevor are working on that. It's just his
dad's name is also Trevor.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Yes. Trevor is also
that may get confusing.
Yeah,
but it's all right.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But yeah, I love doing it, but I definitely don't want to do it forever. I want to be able to get products and get products that I love, that I would love to go test.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a big, like, I want to be passionate about them, because if I'm passionate about a product and I'm testing it, I'm really going to use it all the way. And I'm going to understand how someone that is passionate and the people that love it are going to be using it. So I think that's the best thing that we're going to be able to do, is to tie into that. Which is, the idea is to run a company full of amazing welders and amazing, essentially, business owners. Because that's the thing, the perfect employee is going to be a business owner for you, essentially. He's going to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He's going to want to grow your company as if it was his own.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is I want to run a business full of business owners.
Yeah.
A bunch of just collected, well put together entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I mean, intrapreneurs, sorry.
Good way to put it, man.
Yeah.
Good way to put it. Yeah, like Gavin said, I don't necessarily like looking too far down the road, because I like to look at what's in front of me, what's going on right now.
For sure.
Yeah, I would love to grow my business, man. That is my dead set dream right now. Get some people hired, not do this for the rest of my life, because welding's very hard on you.
Yeah,
definitely takes a toll on you after a while. But for right now, I love welding. I want to keep doing it. Building stuff is awesome for me. It really kind of brings a peace of mind to me, But just grow the company. I want to be able to be, not have to worry about financial things and all that kind of stuff. Just be set. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's the American dream.
That's the American dream, baby.
100%.
For sure. I'm curious because, like, obviously we all love to build stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys, like, people think all the time, like, oh, this thing from your childhood influences this. Did you guys love Legos when you were kids?
Yep.
Love.
And
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
no,
No, you're good, buddy. You're good.
Stop
you
being
sure?
polite
No,
when
you
you
got
go.
it.
you can go.
No, I swear you got it.
seriously.
Why you talk?
Seriously,
Okay, I
want
got
you to talk.
I got the mic. Okay. So, yeah, big time Lego kid. I had tons of Legos.
Star Wars Legos?
I was never a Star Wars kid,
Dang it.
to be honest with you. But yeah, I had a ton of Legos, all of the Lego City kind of things, the Mega Blocks.
Oh, I never had the Lego City.
Oh man, it was pretty awesome.
I had more of the like model sort of deal, not
Right.
like the structures.
Yeah, me and my brother, we actually built a table for our Lego City. It was massive.
Out of Legos?
No, we out of wood. We were like
Oh, okay.
we were like 7 and 8. We
Dang, I
built a
thought
wood
you
table.
meant out of Legos.
Yeah, no.
Dang.
I also like woodworking, so I can always put that in with my weld work. That'd be kind of cool too.
That would be sweet.
Like I was saying, Lego kid, big time. And my dad's had a very big construction background, so building things has always been kind of cool to me. I've always looked up to him for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a ton of Legos.
Yeah.
And I gotta agree with Trevor a little more. I was more of a model kid. I mean, I had that token just mixed together box.
Oh yeah. You
Everyone
have
had
to.
that box.
You gotta
Oh, I
have
had
the,
that
you gotta
box.
add the creativity
Yeah.
to it.
So I did a lot of that, but I did a lot of models. I did a lot of cars, a lot of I'm trying to think of all this stuff. It was mainly just like Batman and
Yeah.
I think I did a Star Wars one, even though I've never seen Star Wars.
I've never seen
You
it.
haven't.
No,
Never seen it.
Are you serious?
Hey,
Why am I starting a podcast?
it's kind of
with
weird
you?
though, because my little brother was a big Star Wars kid for a little bit there, and then he kind of realized it's not very good. But
Okay, let's chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that we had no Star Wars things around was kind of
I think
a
that's
plus.
the majority of the Lego sets I own are Star Wars ships. I've got a Y-wing, TIE Fighter, X-wing, all the good stuff.
Now I got a take on this that this is going to be kind of a long shot and this might flop.
It
But
probably
also, did you guys ever have Lincoln Logs?
Oh yeah,
I did have Lincoln Logs, although there's something better. Did you ever have Connects?
I had Connect.
Dude,
Hold on, explain.
I
I'm not
had
good with
Connects.
explain what Connects.
let me
is.
pull it up. Connects are outstanding. They're like,
Oh, we didn't tell Trevor about what happened today. By the way, we still got to get back
okay,
to
tell
that.
me what
What did
happened
we
while I
do?
look this
What
up.
happened again?
Okay, so we go into class. Mind you, we took a test like
First
we
aid
took a
class?
test. Yeah, for first aid class. Last week we took a test, and me and Wyatt were like, we didn't do great. But the thing is we did our like it wasn't a bad test, but it was like, hey, we got through it. We got at least a pass, like a good passing score. Like it was good. Like honestly, my brain was thinking I was in like high 70s.
Okay, well, if you're lying like Gavin, you passed. But if you're gonna be honest like me, I did not pass.
Well, you thought
What
no.
was
I'm
the
saying
test
no.
on?
No, I'm saying that I'm gonna get to that. But you
what
thought
you thought? Yeah, I definitely thought I did pretty freaking good.
yeah,
To be honest with
yeah,
you.
exactly.
Like me and Gavin are very involved in that class. We like to play,
yeah, we're
the
kind of goody
outgoing-
two shoes.
Yeah, the goody two shoes kids. We sit
And
up
the
front at the front.
self-proclaimed class clowns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say we're class clowns, but
Well, we felt like clowns when we got into class and they handed us back our test. And
Nice.
he just goes, Wyatt, Gavin, here you go. And just tosses them on the desk.
that's
Face
cool.
down or face up?
Face up, face up,
okay.
face up. Which was a bold move, though, seeing the answer to the score.
Yeah,
There was definitely a face down score.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
definitely a face down score. I would have preferred it to be face down, but
I was hoping he
guys-
would have like folded it up a little bit and like face down, like hand it to me.
just like not even saying my name, just be like, pat it on the
Yeah.
pat it on the desk.
Yeah, like make the least amount of a scene. Because to look at my paper and go, huh? Now I got, like,
What was your scores? Say them.
well, it's like,
it was out of
it's how-
45.
Yeah, it's out of 45. I got 19.
Oh goodness.
I got 17.
Nice. So what was this test on?
It was on. It's a first aid test.
It's about like kind of body parts.
Yeah, it was about the skeletal system,
Kevin's
the
like, I only
spinal
have half
cord,
a kidney.
the respiratory system, and then just like some certain
The
procedures that you have
skeleton.
to take. Yeah, or
So are you
skeletal
guys
system.
gonna get certified with your first aid thing?
Not very promising by today, but we're
working there.
definitely gonna pick it up a little bit.
Mind you, I want to tell you just a handful of things. By the way, I can see that on the computer. I had those.
Yeah. Okay.
And you could put a motor in it and
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
dude, those
But
things were
let me
awesome.
finish
So
this.
fun.
Let me finish this first.
Anyways, that's enough about Connect.
So, one of my answers, which is hilarious, I was writing it down, and honestly, I was kind of hopeful in it because I was like, maybe he's going to see that I'm at least trying. And like, so it was the arm bone, or like the not the arm. It was like
I
the
see why you
bones,
failed.
the bones in the arm, and I knew one of them was the radius because I broke that when I was younger. I was like, that's the radius, and it was on the outside because I hit the outside of my arm. I was like, I got that one. I had no idea what the other bone or like the bone that like your bicep wraps around essentially. I didn't know what that was either.
The upper wrist.
Dude. And so I said on the labeling,
Everything's just in relation to your wrist.
dude,
Your foot wrist.
bro, I just played out the radius. I was just like radius, and I was like other arm bone.
Radius 2.
and then I didn't know what the upper one was called, so I was just like upper arm bone.
Nice.
Yeah, where Gavin tried to slip things in like that, I just went ahead and left him blank because I know the guy. The guy's hardcore. I got to give it to him though. He's a great guy. He knows what he's doing. But I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna put anything there, it's gonna be nothing because if I put something stupid, I'm still gonna get it wrong.
You're just
you
gonna
know?
feel sorry.
Yeah, he's just gonna feel sorry for me.
Well,
He probably already does, but
I was
Yeah.
filling them boxes, bro. I was filling them boxes.
oh, he was cooking in the stew.
I was
man.
cooking in the stew, man.
Yeah,
What
he
does
was
that mean?
Oh, dude, I was like
cooking in the studio. Trevor.
It was pointing at like the leg and like on the arrows. I was like, I knew like tibia and fibia. I got those ones, and then I was like ankle, foot, toes.
And then yeah, I left a lot of those blank because I did not know what to do. But for the back one, the spinal cord, I know one of them started with an S. It's a sacrum.
Sacrum.
Sacrum. I knew one of them started with an S, so I just put an S in that box. You know, I just put a little.
Yeah, I did notice. I did notice that. I
And you left every other box you didn't know you left empty, but you put an S in
You
one.
thought an
I was
S
like,
was
you know
better than
what?
an answer.
Dude, it was a long shot.
That's
you know?
that's a complete flop on your reasoning to leave
You know,
everything
I
blank.
was- Yes, it was. But it was. I thought you would give me like participation points for knowing what
Yes.
letter it
I
started
think your
with.
17 out of
But-
45 was your
But
participation
at the
point.
same time, it was still in the wrong spot. You know, the
It
S
was, it
part
was.
I put it towards the bottom. The S part was
That's
at the
pretty
top.
Isn't this your sacrum right here?
That's what I thought.
Oh, maybe I was right. Oh, I guess
No,
I put
no, because I put the sacrum there too, and he said no.
Oh, maybe
Where's-
it's the bottom.
where's that?
I
Hey,
know,
we do
I
have
know,
just
because
a little Easter egg here. We do have a studio audience, and we do have two nurses
our
in the
our
audience.
gals.
I have my girlfriend who's gonna be an esthetician.
Nice.
Yep. So we got nurses in the house. Where's the sacrum?
It's well, I
Is it
know
upper or
because
lower?
I had sacroiliac joint dysfunction for a while. It's
Is it the
right
bottom
here.
one?
That's such a I can't
I
say that
thought
word. That's such a
the
not
coccyx.
cool thing to say.
Was the coccyx not the bottom part? Okay.
You're being a
know that.
you're being a cat. You're being such a cat.
Who you saying?
Why?
Who are you talking
That's
to?
what's wrong with having a health condition?
I had
Yeah,
yeah.
That's your sacrum.
yeah, and
so the sacrum
like
is
right
the
here.
bottom.
So it's the bottom one. No, we went the second one up. We
Okay,
went the second
so-
one up. We should have gone the very bottom
Yeah,
one.
it's connected.
Wait, where's the coccyx then?
the coccyx is right above it.
the what?
The coccyx.
Coccyx.
I thought the coccyx was at the bottom because it's near your. That's, see, we were
Nice.
studying, and I
Yeah.
go coccyx is near the.
yeah,
yeah,
and I
that's
put,
getting edited for sure.
Yeah.
How?
The coccyx is at the bottom. It's
The
like-
bottom.
It's lower. It's like
And
It
and
slips
so,
into your
so
hips.
the sacrum is connected to the ilium, and so the tissue between those can get twisted. That's what I had, and I'm not faking that.
So it's above your coccyx.
So
Correct.
your coccyx is your butt crack.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay, so I was right. That's my analogy was coccyx next to penile area.
Nice.
Coccyx next to.
Ladies, you want to introduce yourself? This is my girlfriend, Grace.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm one of the CNAs.
Nice. This is Gavin's girlfriend, Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm also the other CNA.
And this is Wyatt's
is my girlfriend.
Angie. Oh, nice, Wyatt.
Hi, I'm Angie. I'm the not CNA.
Future esthetician. Anyways, yeah, so that's the ladies. They are hanging out, watching us make a fool of ourselves.
Yeah, every so often I look over and she's just laughing at me.
Yeah, that's all right.
It is what it is, though, you know, dude. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do, Gavin?
Just laugh.
What are you going to do about it?
Punch.
Punch. That's right,
I'm gonna
baby.
punch.
Kidding.
You guys need to
Shout out Theo Vaughn. I'm not actually abusing my wife. I mean, my girlfriend. That was.
Whoa.
Nice, dude. Nice, dude.
Buddy.
Trying to get some brownie
Yeah,
points.
Hey,
Crazy.
whoa. We're gonna have to cut that. We're gonna have to
You
cut that.
better whip out a ring before you start talking.
Yeah,
like
come
that.
on. No, I'm not talking about abusing my girlfriend. I'm saying that's a Theo Vaughn quote.
Yeah, so what Gavin's trying to get to is he's actually about to propose on this podcast.
No, that's not what's happening.
It's in his back pocket.
I'll hold the mic.
I saw
We
it.
we got video rolling. Just
Nope.
get to it.
That's actually
You already bought a. You
Get
already
it
bought
to
a ring.
it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You guys are getting me in deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
in deep.
started out trying to get brownie points by calling her your wife, and now you're just
Yeah,
in a
now
hole.
I'm definitely getting in trouble tonight.
Yeah, you're probably a couch man tonight.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch. I am not probably no more dino
Oh,
nuggies.
back to that conversation though. Sleeping on the couch is some of the best sleep.
Did you do it?
No, dude.
Oh.
Well, I have done it
Wait,
though.
what?
Sleeping on the couch is some of the best sleep you can get.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
still,
You know, you
I'm still
sleep for a
trying to
reason.
convince you guys to sleep on the stairs.
Ah.
It's
No,
a
but
different
I've fallen
experience.
asleep on the stairs. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think that's a good one too.
I just don't think it's as good as sleeping on the couch, man.
But sleeping on the couch
sometimes
is
it is.
superior.
you know, you get a decent amount of sleep, but you also wake up at a very reasonable time, like 5 in the morning, 6
Definitely.
o'clock.
That's why I need to get rid of my blackout curtains because I wake up too late.
What's the best though is like as a kid when you slept on the couch and like your parents actually like left you there. Like a lot of times they carry you to bed, but when like they leave you there and then you'd wake up and it'd be like Saturday morning, your dad would have like
yeah.
NASCAR on the TV, and you'd wake up to your
Can't
dad
relate
just
with that.
posted with like a coffee watching NASCAR,
Oh, yeah.
and you're just like, this is like that was peak life. And then you go,
college football for my dad.
oh yeah, and then you go and you play like Black Ops 2 or like Minecraft or something on the Xbox 360, and you're like, life's peaked.
All right,
we're
so
completely peaked.
I never had video games, and
Huh?
except for the Wii, and
I
my dad
never-
never watched stuff. He listened to talk radio most of
I
the
never
time.
had
That's
any like gaming consoles other than the Wii, and I had Call of Duty on the Wii actually.
I'm happy I only had a Wii. That was some peak
yeah,
gaming.
you probably turned out better that you didn't have like an Xbox or anything.
hold on. Is that a shot at me?
That is a shot at
Yes.
you.
Okay.
I didn't have an Xbox
Absolutely.
either.
All I'm saying, I had an Xbox and I loved it. I spent a lot of my time
I'm
outside.
sure it was
but
great.
I spent most of my time outside still. But the thing was, it was funny because there's one time my dad tried to limit my Xbox usage. And
you
it's funny
flipped
because
out.
he's going to listen to this and he's going to laugh because I actually, at like the age of 10, I proved him wrong because he was like, yeah, only an hour or 2 hours. He's like 2 hours of Xbox time and that's it. And I was like, hell to. That's not how this is going to go.
No, big man. No, Dad.
Yeah, and I said, Dad, listen here.
listen here, brother.
Listen here, bucko. This is how this is going to go.
I'm not gonna have 1 hour or 2 hours. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6,
okay.
7,
Anyways, thank you, Wyatt.
Okay. But then I looked and I go, okay, but how much time do I get on the TV? And he was like, well,
That's the
he's
same
like,
thing, buddy.
he's like, well, you can watch the TV however much you want.
That doesn't make
He's
any
like, you can watch
sense.
because he knew that but he was trying to play to me because he knew that I didn't really watch TV. I've never been a TV kid,
Oh,
and so
gotcha.
he
I
was,
was a
he's
big TV
trying to
kid.
catch you.
he was
slip
trying
up.
to catch me slipping up. He's like, yeah, however much TV, but no Xbox. Assuming that I'd be like, damn it, like a and I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to watch the TV.
nice child
Yeah,
impression.
that was a
great.
freaking smart move on your dad's side, man.
Yeah, clearly someone spent too much time on Xbox live chats.
Yeah, dude. And so I go, okay. But listen. And at the time I was big into Minecraft, and I was like, okay. So you tell me I can watch as much TV as I want. that literally I'm just taking, and I was smart enough at 10 that I was like, I'm just taking that into my brain. Like I'm not thinking or working my brain at all. I'm just taking it in. I was like, if I'm playing Minecraft here, this is like I'm practicing construction. And I'm building
bro.
stuff, and
Oh
I'm
my
working my
goodness.
brain, and I'm actually doing good stuff. So
Concepts are happening.
I was like, so why can't I have 2 hours on the TV and unlimited on Minecraft? Because at least I'm building my brain. And he literally goes, You got me there, bud. You got me there. You're good. And so I never had a time limit on the Xbox because of that.
Well, I can get behind Minecraft, but I think too much Call of Duty gets to you.
That's where we have like little happy accidents, within the school zones and whatnot.
Within the school zones. Nice,
That's
dude.
never happened because I'm not allowed within like 500 feet of school.
Oh,
so.
nice.
Oh, respect.
What was I gonna say? I totally forgot.
Yeah, we kind of sidetracked real good right there.
Oh yeah, I was saying something about the Wii. Oh no, the best mornings when I was a kid, my dad wouldn't be watching anything, but he would listen to this girl on the radio. I'm trying to remember the lady's name, but she just had this radio show about gardening for hours every Saturday morning, and people would listen to this and they'd call in and be like, "Hey, so I have this fern and it's dying," and she would tell them exactly what to do. And she was like credible in this. Like people believed her, and it always worked. And so my dad would just listen to this, and he'd make us French toast or pancakes every Saturday morning. It was called Saturday breakfast. And then there's like a like kind of bar seating in my dining room, and it was deemed the breakfast bar because we'd just sit up there, eat breakfast, listen to, I can't remember her name. And my dad would make us breakfast, and that is the same type of memory as I think what you're referring to.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then we'd go upstairs and watch PBS Kids.
Golden, baby.
You seem like you kind of had the upbringing where you weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
My mom despises SpongeBob.
Yeah, that
I didn't have
that-
access to SpongeBob.
Yeah. I'm not saying this is on you, but I'm just saying it reflects it on you as a person.
No, oh, okay. I love SpongeBob currently.
I still
But-
do every now and again. I'll peep on an episode.
Oh yeah.
I gotta bring up something though. That, it was about when I was 12. My mom actually blocked Cartoon Network on the TV
Oh no.
because
Isn't that what Teen Titans
poisoning
Go
my
was
brain.
on?
What's that?
Wasn't Teen Titans Go on there?
Teen Titans Go,
Dude.
Gumball,
Johnny Test.
Amazing
Johnny
World
Test.
of Gumball. That is an outstanding
Adventure
show.
Time. Oh, I loved Adventure Time, dude.
I never saw that one.
It
I
was a-
only
it
had
was a good
PBS
one.
Kids till we got streaming services.
See, my favorite thing though was waking up at my grandparents' house because then I'd wake up, there'd just be real loud Fox News playing.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
Dude, and it's awesome to wake up to just hear
Same thing,
some
dude.
political figures just arguing with
Saying
each other.
stuff you don't understand.
Yeah, just saying stuff that literally, as a 8 or 9 year old, I just have no comprehension
You're
of.
just listening. You're just nodding along, like,
Yeah, but I
Interesting.
want to be like my grandpa. Like I love my grandpa so much, and so I'm just sitting there. Actually, he wasn't the one that really watched it. It was mainly my grandma. But I'd sit there and just like act like them and just listen. And I was
Nice.
like, damn, that was poisonous to my brain.
Yeah, dude, that
Or
was
Star-
almost the same exact thing with my grandma. Weird story though. My grandma she lived alone, but she was married. Her husband at the time had a different house because they couldn't stand to live with each other.
nice.
So,
Dude, that guy has it figured out.
dude, the guy, awesome guy by the way, my grandpa Dale.
Grandpa Dale has it figured out.
Grandpa Dale had it figured out, man. He had a whole house with a bunch of animal mounts because he was a big time hunter. His whole house was a man cave, dude. He had it. He knew what he was doing. But same thing with my grandma. Every morning I'd wake up, Fox News blaring, making me good food. My grandma always loved to feed me because I was a little bit of a big boy.
You still are.
I'm still a little bit of a big boy.
He's morbidly obese.
I'm 450 pounds, but yeah,
Pure
man,
muscle.
She just loved to feed me, man. Every time I was over there, she'd just feed me.
Never would have
It was
guessed.
the best. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
That doesn't make sense at all.
No,
No.
was that not clear enough?
No, I can't. No, I just can't tell now. Like looking at you, I totally can't tell she did that.
Okay, shut up.
really?
You totally were being sarcastic at first. Now he's flipped it.
Let me put this into perspective. I eat a lot of food. Food makes me happy.
Whatever makes you happy. I also eat a lot of food, and food makes me happy.
Talking makes me happy.
We
know.
know. That's why you're skinny.
Because you don't eat. Yeah, that's a problem.
That's
Gavin
why your
has.
rib cage is showing, buddy.
I've never.
You're too
Dang.
busy talking while you should be eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 95% of the time while we're at lunch, this guy never finishes his lunch because he's
Not
too
even
busy talking.
What was it? Yesterday, you wolfed your food for the first time ever.
We were
It's because it was a queso bowl, and Caitlin makes an insane queso bowl. You make an insane
I
queso
believe
bowl,
it.
babe.
Only because you actually ate it in a timely manner and you weren't talking the whole time. That's the reason that I don't talk at meals that much, is because I usually am shoving my face.
well, if I don't
But you
eat-
have an issue. You literally, every time you get done
No.
eating, you go. I gotta learn how to eat slower.
Not every time, but sometimes. Usually with Taco Bell is when that happens.
Well, the
'Cause
problem
Or with drinks. Both of you guys with drinks.
the problem with me
well, okay.
not eating, like me just talking while I'm trying to eat, is I get really, really hangry. Like beyond hangry, man. I'm not a fun person to be around when I'm hungry. So just for the sake
You
of
must
other
be hungry a lot.
Yeah, I get hungry. I get hungry pretty often. That's why I'm always pissed off. But I get angry, man. I'm
Yeah.
really mad. I'm not a good person when I'm hungry.
I-
I'm not me without a Snickers,
But I
man.
don't believe that, because just so everyone knows, Wyatt is like the best person I've ever met
He's
in
the
my life.
nicest person, like most genuinely
Genuinely, we're
best
not being
human being I've ever
sarcastic
met.
for
By the
once.
way, guys, we dog on him. And also for future reference, he's not fat. This guy's actually jacked as a.
Could of our asses.
Yeah,
in
I go
a
to the gym with
second.
him, and he reps everything that I put on there like 19 more times than I can. It's not even funny. Like we don't.
But
there's
I don't
certain
judge, man. I don't judge.
There's certain workouts that we
Exactly.
don't do because we would have to take off more weight than it's worth for me to be able to do. For me to be able to do it, and then for him to be able to
For
do
the
it.
amount of time we have in there, yes, I have to agree with that. It'd be a little silly to go do some things.
Especially deadlift and
Yeah, we're not
and like
even-
big squats.
Yeah, we're not even gonna go to deadlift, man. I really don't even want to touch deadlift anymore. I hurt myself so bad one year, and I was like, yeah, that's about it.
It's
Nose
pretty
was bleeding,
dangerous.
eyes were bloodshot, my legs were buckling, man.
Oh my goodness.
Not a good time, man.
Did you summon something?
Did you poop?
I didn't summon something. I was just very, set on lifting heavy things.
Did you poop?
I don't. Ooh, I might have.
Really needed that answer.
No, I didn't poop. I didn't poop. But I did secure the lift, man. I got the lift.
Good job.
It was
Yeah.
a good lift.
Hell
lift.
yeah.
All right, so we have like a few minutes left.
Wow,
Do
we've
we
already
wanna-
been going for 50. Wow.
52.
Gavin's a cheat code for this, man.
See, you guys always
Yeah.
make fun of my talking, but it's goated when it comes to the podcast.
I think this is where we're gonna see you live it up, dude.
Yeah. So, do we want to talk any welding just for a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, back to
Just
what
a
the
little
podcast is about.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I guess this episode is more to just kind of like
Also,
introduce
strange
us.
side
Yeah,
note,
definitely.
we really need to fluff this couch because I got a really high spot where my butt is.
It's not
It's
a high
a
spot.
spring,
There's a spring
dude.
that's busted
It's
out
not
of
in
it.
the other
Oh.
cushion too. I
It's
don't get
very
it.
uncomfortable.
I know. We should.
Well, I figured you'd weigh down the spring more, so I could go on the side.
Yeah, it really is not working out like that. It's just shoving up my butt.
Nice.
You would like that though.
No comment. No comment.
Okay, yeah, but back to welding.
Well, we can talk a little bit about what we're learning right now at NIC.
Oh, definitely.
We're all welding up some Schedule 80 6-inch pipe. Learning how to pipe weld. We've been working on 2G. You guys are both still doing 2G, correct?
Yeah, I just finished up my.
You know how
2G.
negative that connotation was with that? You guys are still doing 2G.
That was not. I
Because he's-
didn't put it
Well,
like that.
that's the thing. Trevor
put
just
it
works at a whole
nicely.
different pace than we do. I like to take it slow. That way, I'm not saying that Trevor's not learning. Trevor knows a lot, but I like to take my time because I'm not a very smart guy. And, but I like to take my time and make the most out of it because, if there's a tiny little slip up, I want to know what I can fix next time, I'm sure everyone else does that, but I just take
Yeah.
a little longer with it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I do work faster and maybe don't take my time as much.
But
But
that's
I will,
also because you're at a whole different level than
I will.
I am at
I
least.
will say if anything goes wrong, and I say like, don't pass something, I won't just move on. I do like to make sure I've learned everything that I can.
And I'm I'm a pretty good middle ground between the two.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've got a pretty good knowledge of everything because I do I do research stuff and I watch videos and stuff like that. And like I know all these guys do too. It's like, but I've got a pretty good retention for it. So I do know a lot about welding, but I also tend to kind of, I mean, I'm a little bit of a funny guy, and I like to kind of mess around while we're there too.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah,
We're not there
genuinely,
for a long time,
genuinely,
so you might as well have fun.
yeah, genuinely, I'm the funniest guy that I know.
Me as well.
So, yeah.
Not you, but I'm the funniest person. I
Yeah,
know.
exactly, which is fine. So in my mind, I had to share that with you guys. So I spend a lot of time in their booths and trying to talk to them. So that's why
I could not get you out this morning.
I still wouldn't be with Trevor. Trevor's like insanely talented when it comes to just busting welds out. So I still wouldn't be there, but I would be close to it if I actually worked as much as he did. But I just don't.
Well, anyways, so what we're learning for anyone that isn't necessarily a pipe welder, when you're welding in the 2G position, that's regarded as horizontal. So
Pipe
you've
straight
got
up.
yeah, the pipe is straight up. It's actually the pipe is vertical, so you're welding horizontally. You're welding around the pipe. There's a groove weld, so we've got a 40
Open rut too.
yeah, open rut. So we're doing a 60-10 with
70
what size?
Oh, an 1/8 inch for
It's
the
1/8
root,
inch.
and then 532 for the fill pass or hot pass. And then 70-18 for the fill and cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I've moved on to 5G, which is where the pipe is horizontal and you're welding from the bottom to the top. So it's like kind of vertically, but not.
It's like a mix of 4G, 5G.
It's really a mix of all of it.
Oh yeah, it's except horizontal. It's vertical.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
flat, vertical, and overhead. And like so kind of what we're welding on is these pipes are beveled out and they're butted together with a 16-inch gap. It's like a 70-degree included angle.
Could be 2G in a sense on the top part, on the way you're oriented, you know? Your
It's
body
more
position.
flat.
Yeah.
It's more flat, but like,
Yeah.
you know, some people tend to go into the 2G position
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
so it's like a 16-inch gap. So it's technically called an open root. And you do that with 6010 electrode
There you go, buddy.
to be able to really fill that in. And we'll get into some more specifics on our next podcast about
Yeah.
like kind of that stuff.
Like
we'll
yeah,
have
settings
more
and stuff like
focused
that.
episodes where we talk more in depth about stuff.
Yeah, but we're welding an open gap around this pipe, and we tack it in a certain way with spacers to give it that gap, and we weld around that, and then we grind that flat or semi-flat, like flush, to the rest of the bead, and then fill it all
Yeah.
up and do everything.
And basically, the idea is to make a fully penetrated weld. So there's a little bit of weld reinforcement on the inside of the pipe around the ring that we've welded, and then a large weld reinforcement on the outside, and having no gaps and nowhere for the pipe to tear or burst or anything. It should ideally be stronger than the pipe itself.
Yeah, it's basically like a simulation of what it would be doing. Because for applications like this, it's for high pressure piping.
Yeah.
So,
Especially on Schedule 80.
and that would really suck for something to fail like that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
one-
expensive.
One of the other things, it's like not necessarily with Schedule 80, but with some of the pipe welding that you do, you have to be really cautious about that root and how it lays in there, so it's all flush. Because if you have too much reinforcement, stuff like food production, it can
Yeah.
get stuck in there, and it can make a whole batch of something go wrong. Because you can have a little bit of food or something get stuck in a crevice on the inside.
like a dairy
Well, and like for
processing.
food,
like a dairy process.
food production, next semester we'll be doing a TIG.
Yeah,
TIG
yeah.
route.
That's more,
So,
so it's
we'll
called
be
Yeah, you don't
Technically-
do it with 6010 for.
yeah.
technically that's called sanitary.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to keep it sanitary.
Yeah,
clean.
and that'll typically be on stainless for sanitary food production
Oh,
stuff.
are we gonna do stainless?
I don't think we're doing an open road on stainless. We do learn stainless TIG, I believe, a little bit.
I'm excited about that.
I know we do carbon steel TIG and aluminum TIG. I think we do a little stainless, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. But yeah, that's what we're working on right now. The rest of the year we've been just kind of practicing to be able to do our open root pipes. We originally had to take a piece of 12-inch pipe and put it in different positions and just weld around it on the face of the pipe
Ringing it.
just to get a idea of what it's like. So it's called ringing pipe.
Yeah. Get you
So-
into the flex things, you know.
Yeah, so we were able to kind of learn how to use each of the rods in each position, except for 6G, which is what we'll be certifying on
We
eventually.
did do 6G on the 12-inch pipe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Just kidding.
I think like the main thing we're trying to learn is how to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because
Yeah.
a lot of pipe, you're uncomfortable the whole time, man. You know, it's
Yeah,
different.
Yeah.
just- a lot of times you're using one hand, like you're holding the pipe with one hand or stabling yourself with one hand, and you're actually welding with the other hand. So you're holding on with your left hand, and then welding with your right.
Yeah,
And even in like the
stabilizing.
6G position, I taught myself how to weld with my left hand.
Me as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So which is something that the instructor recommended. He said it wasn't required, but it will make it easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on like that left side of the pipe. Instead of trying to stand at an awkward angle on the outside of the pipe and try to ring it with my right, I would just stand into the pipe and hold on to the pipe with my right arm, and then weld with my left hand and weld up through there, and then just support it. So it is beneficial to be ambidextrous as a welder.
Yeah.
To be able to weld with both hands.
I will say I've because of that I welded I ringed the whole pipe one-handed, and
Oh,
I've
yeah, same
gotten,
here.
which made me a lot better at one-handed, which I'm super grateful for.
Yeah,
Because
that's the same thing
when
I did.
when it comes to doing our 6G cert test, I'm nervous that I won't be stable enough. So it might be nice to have just one hand and hold on and with my left hand, because
Right.
I don't know because we haven't done it obviously, but
Nope.
Yeah.
it's good. Obviously, it's good to have various skills. So
All right. Why don't we wrap it up here?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely
yeah,
could.
sounds good. We've
Well, yeah, because we got to still leave some stuff for the next episode. I mean, this is a
Exactly,
great
for
background.
sure.
This is
This
definitely
is just the opener for the next one, man.
this will definitely be a great intro.
Yeah,
and also, by the way, guys, I'll just because we haven't said this the entire podcast, we will have a little bit better. I mean, it's a good audio quality, but we'll have a little bit better audio quality in the
Yeah.
next ones.
we had a couple technical difficulties. We've got our equipment, but had a couple difficulties just getting mic set up.
mishap.
Yeah, but
So-
it was. I mean, we definitely managed it. I mean, it sounds great for us, and we did some tests. But we'll make it sound a little better.
It will get better.
Yeah, it'll definitely get better. And also, you guys can definitely look forward to one thing we haven't said on the podcast is we will be having guests on here.
We will.
So that
And
will be a
also-
frequent thing that we do is having guests on here, and we'll talk about them, talk about what they do, and they won't always be in the welding industry. A lot of times it'll be people in other industries, since this is a business aspect and just a hustler aspect podcast and young hustle. We're gonna have kind of some different walks of life in here on the guest list, but it'll be cool because you guys will get to see how you can kind of tie most things back into each other, whether it be something that's completely opposite to welding. You'll
Yeah.
still realize that we can tie it back into welding in a round robin way that makes sense. So it'll be really cool to be able to do that.
And we're hoping that you, as the listener, find the things that we find interesting, and find the guests that we bring on interesting,
Yeah.
and what they have to say. Because I personally I enjoy listening to podcasts. I do it a lot while we're welding and at my job, and I like learning about any given thing, no matter whether it's something I personally do. So I'm hoping that that's something we can kind of offer to our listeners, just variety on different things that they'd like to learn about. So yeah, should be good. We'll in future pods we'll eventually have videos going up on YouTube, so you can see us, and we'll get more of these up on Spotify, hopefully Apple Podcasts, maybe on Amazon, who knows. We'll be figuring that out, but yeah, we'll have more focused episodes coming up on specific topics and
And
more.
maybe we'll even find a way to answer some questions if you guys have any questions.
Oh yeah, if
Yeah,
anyone
we did set up an email.
If anyone has questions or advice or anything that you want to talk to us about, we have an email. It's hotpasspod@gmail.com. So that's a good resource if you'd like to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. So we'll always be checking that. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. You guys want to say bye?
See you guys later.
See y'all in the next one.
All right. Later.